Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week, last week was more of a episode where you had gotten back to town, were able to get some bookkeeping done, and you had also went around and not only signed up for numerous contests that would be taking place over the week, but you also did a lot of research, attempting to find out information concerning Mithril and Lucian also getting an herbalist kit and trying to find out about poisons for reasons he has yet to tell me about, and I'm deeply concerned about. But so you then went to bed. You've woken up. It is now day one of the contests, and you have been told that you are starting off with the archery contest. At which point you will then go to the horse racing contest. So that's going to kick off in just a couple of hours. What would everyone like to do? Okay, go ahead. What would a breakfast be? Just roll like intelligence if you don't have like a cooking set. I was thinking performance, but this isn't like, yeah. It's all right. I mean, like, it's a very generic kind of like slightly burned breakfast, but for the most part, it's not bad. Jackson's been mostly cooking, so he's just like, "Oh, Graham, this is not. It's all right. It's the the porridge is very thin." Fair enough. Speaking of, so you boys ready for the old contest? You put some bets down on yourselves. Yeah, yeah. Chungus is betting. No, it's all around. I mean, you got well, just there's a few places you can go. Use the legal betting, and then there's the less than legal betting. Oh, well, I mean, like, cause some people like the illegal gambling has certain benefits to it. For example, the Duke gets his cut of the gambling proceeds. So these are the let's say non-taxed income. My God, what was the movie from 2003? Impressive. It held up very well. But yeah, Jackson just lets you know. But yeah, Jackson lets you know that the crossblades have a slight reputation for being able to do jobs, but the odds against you guys are pretty steep. Like that the various bookies have done. So he tells you like straight up, might seem like a good idea to bet on yourself and then or bet against yourself and then throw the match, but I can guarantee you ain't gonna make any money that way. There's also the various actual prize money to win. Way it goes is, the various businesses throughout will be sponsoring the contests, plus the Duke is giving out a generous donation to the winners, so you could be seeing yourself coming away with a nice chunk of change here. The main prize is for the it's for the gauntlet. If you win that one, grand prize 1,200 gold. Wasn't listed, Lucian, but maybe. No, I wasn't listed. You're not getting a library card for the gauntlet, but you at least can talk to the Duke if you win. That's the other prize, is you actually get an invitation directly to go to the ball they have after the festival, and all the movers and shakers in the city will be there. The Duke, every people will go join the gauntlet, try and get themselves a audience with the Duke, petition him, but you know. You got 1,000 people, and you got about 999 who ain't any good at actually doing the gauntlet. Did, didn't you just find it off the library card like yesterday? Yeah. Well, we'll see. You got a few months left in the year before got the whole new year, but yeah, who knows? Should warn you, weather wizards have been. Oh yeah, you do have your carnival booth. Well, it's set up. Like you bought all the equipment you wanted for it yesterday, so it just needs to be actually like deployed. All right. Yeah, he's like 6 or 7. It's unfortunate that Lucien has never seen like a little like pump that he could use, like an air compressor. True, but you can't conjure a person. But Jackson continues saying that the various cities, like weather wizards and sorcerers, are predicting that you're expecting a bit of snow in the coming days, which might make the gauntlet a bit harder. But nah, yeah, give me 5 silver. I'll go get you a couple shovels. Carter or Jackson takes the 5 silver and hands it over to Jimmy. Jimmy, be a good sport and go get me a few shovels. Will do. He just takes the money and heads out. Hey, you know what to do. You can turn that silver into 3 silver, and then you can lose those 3 silver. Okay. Jackson lets you know that if you go to the market square, then you can like talk to any of the bookies there. So I'm going to assume Chungus makes his way over. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you see like it's just a human guy. Bit older, has glasses, got the book. He's like, yeah, we're taking bets here. Chungus is competing in the hand-to-hand duel, the Bard contest, and the Gauntlet. Oh, and the eating contest, yes. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see here. So you're a big guy. We put you down to 2 to 1 odds. So you'll double if you win. You'll double it up. Now this is for first place. Okay, 200 gold. 2 to 1 odds, first place. All right. Perfect. Do you got anything else you want to bet on? Oh, Hank speaks up. Chungus. 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 Chungus, it's me. It's Hank. Yes. Chungus, give Hank 1 gold coin. Hank just. Hank then goes to the bookie. You, 1 gold coin on Chungus to win the hand-to-hand first place. Guy writes down. All right. We're looking at 4 to 1 odds for Chungus to win first place in the hand-to-hand duel singles. All right. Chungus, I'm gonna win myself 4 gold. Oh. Okay. I was, I was bred by a wizard. Should the wizard be your god, or I guess he's kind of my god. Yeah. Anyway, just give me your gold, Chungus. I'll eat it. I mean, store it. Just licks his lips and then just Chungus pours a bunch of gold into his mouth. Yes, good. That's what I want. All right, Chungus, it's safe inside of this extra dimensional pocket that is my stomach. Chungus, this is vitally important. Chungus, this is vitally important. Do not put a bag of holding inside of me. I will die. Chungus, remember, no bags of holding or other extra dimensional pockets inside of me, because I will die. All right, I'll I'll tell. Oh, oh no, I guess Graham. Hank just is, playing the odds here. So, anybody else want to place any bets? Graham is in the horse racing contest, the eating contest, the drinking contest, the hand-to-hand duel in doubles, and the gauntlet. Okay. The bookie lets you know that your team is considered dead last. So you're looking at 5 to 1 odds. No, not quite, but okay. So Graham put down 50. Eh? You win. You get a lot of money out of the deal, right, friend? Maybe have a little faith in yourself. Put down a little more. Don't we all? But you just think about it. Like you win big, and then you pay off all them bills, right? Well, betting's always good up until the actual event starts. So just think about it. If you want to win, you got some extra money you want to put down in the coming days, I'm always here. And just a reminder, the Duke does take a 10% cut. All right. Fiffle, you have both entering into the market square. Just go ahead and make a perception check, would you? Fortunately, you can re-roll that. Also, I didn't realize your perception was. Yep, man, you got. Yeah, Fiffle, you do see some like scrawlings around the betting booth in Thieves Camp. They would have been put there relatively recently, probably in the early morning hours. Um, and it just says, tax-free gambling down by the Warrens. Okay. You actually pass by the location where your booth is set up, although while all of your equipment is there, it is not actually set up. But in the Warrens, this area is kind of just thieves' can't everywhere. Go ahead and make an investigation roll, please. You're not really finding terribly much. Like, there's a lot of thieves' can't, and it is like, talk to Red Jenny for a good time. Head this way for the best meat pies. If you need a lookout, let me know. And it's just got like a little like smudged contact information. It's just a lot of thieves can't to like look through, and you're just not able to find where it shows the actual like tax-free gambling. Okay. Make a perception check. Yeah, you see like a few like folks who are. You see a few people who are kind of heading into this. It's like a bar. Looks kind of like you would think it'd be a dive bar, but it's like actually somewhat larger than you expect for a dive bar. Looks to have like 2 story, or actually it's got 3 stories. It's got a balcony on top. But it definitely looks. Yeah, it is called the Hole in the Wall, and it just shows like a little mouse poking his head out of like a hole, and he's just got like a stein that he's drinking from, and he's given like a okay winky sign. But okay, yeah, you see the bar itself. You definitely see like a bunch of people kind of crowding around the bartender, as well as numerous people who are like in the back of the room. Um, it's like the far back where there's numerous different tables set up. It's a little darker back there. But so okay. You see a couple of guards. Not really like city guards, but they definitely look like the kind of guy you. Yeah, you look like the kind of guy you just saw the other night when you were fencing some equipment, like the plates and the like, and they just kind of step in front of you. Is like, hey, pal, what's going on? Kind of action you after, friend? Ah, yeah, okay, okay. You who you work with, buddy? Make a persuasion check. Yeah. You hear a woman's voice from behind. Is like, "Oh, let him through." The guards step aside. Uh, Sitting at a table with just a few other look definitely like shady looking characters. Is a tiefling woman, red skin, white hair, horns kind of curling back and up. She's got leather armor, just got her like boots up on the table, and she's just in contrast to the person yesterday, she's rather successfully balancing a dagger on her fingertip. And she just kind of flips it up in the air, just like flips, and she grabs it out of the air. Hey, so you looking to do some gambling? All right. All right. What are you looking to put yourself down for? Chungus would be doing the hand-to-hand duel, the bard contest, and you can bet on the team for the gauntlet. 4-1 against Chungus at the hand-to-hand duel. 5-1 for the gauntlet. Okay, 25. Fiffle, 25. Okay. For Graham, the drinking contest, she lets you know that Graham looks a hardier sort, so he's got 3-1 odds. Chungus is the 4-1 odds. Let's see here. Did Chungus actually bet on himself for the hand-to-hand duel? I don't think he did, actually. Oh, that's right. Yep. Fiffle is doing 25 gold for the Chungus, so 4-1. And then 25, 5-1. Okay. She just looks, not going to bet on yourself for the archery contest. I got you down to 3-1. Smart move. You got a good gut there, friend. I can tell you right now. Well, speaking of, you better hurry along. The archery contest starting in an hour. Also, if you wanted to, I noticed your booth doesn't have anybody there. Did you want to get some workers? Yeah, you had me a gold. I'll find you some people. 1 gold, and I can get you workers who will do it for the whole week, or at least the rest of it. No, no, no. I take care of that. You pay me. Go ahead. From what you can tell, she seems like she's on the level. She just puts her index finger on it and slides it towards herself. Thank you. And then, of course, all profit. Of course. I don't rob my customers. Of course. Don't. You won't ever have to worry about me taking a single coin of the earnings from your little carnival contests. Fair enough. I like your rat. She points to your skeletal rat. He doesn't. The rat doesn't need to eat or drink or poop, and it doesn't make a lot of noise. She takes out a copper and she flips it over to you. A penny for your rat. What's his name? I appreciate the honest label. Really just cuts away all the nonsense of the animal's name. I can tell right away. Well, anyway, I've taken your bet, so I must be on my way as well. The guards basically like have everyone who's hasn't done any betting just clear out. And the actual bar itself is, well, it's serving drinks. It is not taking any more bets, as like all the bookies just close for the day, or at least for the time being. All right. So everyone, you have about an hour before the archery contest. Did anybody else wish to do anything else? Okay. You head into the area. Like you could definitely follow the crowd. It is sort of on the northern outs, like just beyond the northern wall of the city. And you can see that they've definitely set up like a fairground where they have people who are like they got the archery targets themselves. They have like the guards there, just making sure nobody gets too rowdy. You got food stands selling like uh, different kinds of like foods, like fish, pies, different things you might find at a fair. Plenty of alcohol and spiked like ciders, meads, that kind of stuff. Definitely loads of entertainers just like doing like street entertainment, but the crowd is currently focused on the archery range as well as a kind of like large racetrack that is set up right beyond it. The official there just puts out like just rings his bell. Anyone participating in the archery contest, please step forward to me. Uh, it, it is Fiffle and Lucian of your group. So he just rings his bell. I'm assuming Lucian and Fiffle step up. Okay. Uh, you also see it is a she is an elf. It's got a kind of like cape made out of leaves, um, a little headdress with like some antlers kind of attached to it. Looks like some animal bone from a necklace and some bark armor. She carries with her a longbow. You also see a contestant. He is got a hood pulled down. It is a green, like on a green cloak with a longbow. He appears to be human from what you can briefly see of him, but he definitely keeps the hood down lower. And also, Fiffle, you are perhaps surprised or not surprised to see the same woman you had made a bet with just an hour ago. Uh, she is at the archery contest with a hand crossbow. And then the official just like looks to all of you and is like, "Oh, looks like you all have your equipment." Looks to you, Lucian. You have a bow, crossbow, anything like that? Yes, yes. He just hands you this kind of rough looking short bow. All right, here's how this works, everyone. For those of you who haven't been in the contest before, you get 3 arrows or crossbow bolts. You shoot them at the target. You got the various rings worth 1, 3, 5, and the bullseye is worth 10 points. Get as many points as you can, and you win. We're looking at 100 gold for the winner. No second or third place. This ain't exactly the most, you know. This ain't the big contest. Okay, everyone ready? Yeah, you guys are watching from the audience. It's just Fiffle and Lucy in there with the official. So you the official calls up. Okay, starting up, we have Esta Balin, and you just see like the elven woman with the longbow step up. It's like we're gonna go through 3 rounds. Everyone shoots once, everyone shoots twice, and then everyone will finish up with a third shot. So Estebalin pulls up her longbow, shoots, and adds a +6 to this bad boy. A 25, striking a 5 point, just like almost touching the bullseye, but not quite. This is not a big bullseye; it's a very tiny red dot in the middle there. So she starts. Yeah, so she starts with a good old 5 pointer. Almost 10. Okay, so next up, the mysterious hooded contestant. He's also going to add a +6 to this one for a lovely 24. Also gets a 5 point. Okay, stepping up, we have Callista Sorrow. Adds a +7 to this. It gets a 3 point. She just blasted crossbows crooked, and she steps aside. Let's see, Mickey Rat Sauce. Okay. You get a lovely. Yep, it's a 20, so it's going to be a 3 point. You're on. You probably have it selected off. If you go to the character sheet, there's like an option. Yeah, if you go to your character sheet and you click the little gear icon, it is under hold on. If you want to turn that off, it is under. No, it's under. Okay, so if you click the gear icon on your character sheet, in the right column at the top, there is auto damage roll. So you want to set that to. Yep, you want to set that to don't auto roll damage. Right column, it's kind of near the top. It's like the third or fourth line. Yep. And that will let you turn that off. It did the same for me, too. Yeah. So you can tell. And then, let's see here. Jacques Lucien. You can do it, and then you can add. You're not proficient in shortbow, are you? You can add your dex modifier. You go to the official. Can I have a light crossbow, please? He hands you a light crossbow and 3 bolts. Okay, you're up. So with this, you'll be able to add your dex and your proficiency modifier. Yeah. The what is your proficiency and your Okay, so 4. So 6. It shoots out, and unfortunately, it just strikes the bare edge of 1 point, like almost missing the target. From what you could tell, it looks like, if we were to put this into like armor class, 21 and higher would get you 5 points. The 6 to 10 would get you 1 point, and 10 to 20 would get you the 3 point. So, continuing on, the wood elf woman steps up again, fires with her +6 one more time, getting a 19. So adding a 3 to that. So she looks to Lucy and is like, maybe the wind is picking up. The hooded contestant steps forward with his with his longbow also shoots at a +6. Gets also 3 points. He's like, yep, the wind. Callista Starro steps up with her hand crossbow and fires. Mickey Rat Sauce. You're up. Fire away, son. Unfortunately, that is going to get you only 1 point. The crowd's, had a little bit of time to drink, but they're not at ready. All right. Next up, Jacques Lucien. +4, 16, so you get the lovely 3 points. Okay. The official just rings his bell. All right. Tied for first place, Estebalin, our hooded contestant, and Callista Sorrow, tied for second place, Mickey Ratsauce and Jacques Lucien with 4 points. But it's anyone's game. Hey, you could get the bullseye, pal. All right. Yes, you are. And in fact, Chungus put 200... Yeah, Chungus put 200 on himself. Okay. Yeah. The Wood Elf woman steps forward, fires her bow, and strikes in another of the 5 pointers. Final score for Estebalin is 13 points. The hooded contestant steps forward and fires his bow, striking a 3-point. Oh, poor show, son. And Callisosar steps forward and fires her hand crossbow. +7. Actually, she's going to redo that with her own ability. Nah, she's going to take that first one. Tying for first place. Tying for first place, Estebalin and Callista Sorrow. Currently, bring up Mickey Rat Sauce. Go ahead, son. If you get the bullseye, kid, you get first place. No, he needs a 20. Yeah. When I say this is like a tiny red dot. Ooh. Well, actually, it's a +7. Yeah, so that's only a 3-pointer, so putting you at 7. And Jacques Lucien. Getting you also 3 points. Not bad, everyone. Alright, tied for first place, Estebalin and Callista Sorrow. You'll be splitting the prize money, everyone. Good job. If you bet on them to win first place, your bets will be honored. Coming in second, our mysterious hooded contestant. And tying for third place, Jacques Lucien and Mickey Rat Sauce. Crowd's just like, yeah, it's not bad. Oh. Exactly. All right, everyone. In the next hour, we'll be doing the horse race. So everybody who is participating, get ready and get your bets ahead of time. Bets are open until the actual race starts. And you can see a bunch of bookies have actually opened their stalls back up to accommodate the horse race. You currently don't know. But you see the wood elf woman and the tiefling woman, and they are given 100 gold each as they split the prize money. And actually, the wood elf woman then goes and collects her winnings from her bet upon herself. All right. Did we want to just fast forward to the horse race? Okay, we'll fast forward. Okay, so next hour, you see various horses come up. You see the wood elf woman again, Estebalan. Instead of a horse, though, she actually has a rather large elk. No saddle, but it does have a. It's got like the bit in its mouth that she can control it with. You see, it is a human man with a rather nice horse. Like the coat is very fine. Looks like it's been combed very well, like brushed down a lot. Horseshoes are new. Very fine, well-oiled leather saddle, and the horse looks like it's ready for winning. You see a small halfling. He is riding on a large mastiff dog with a very tiny saddle. The official just looks at this and is like, yes, the dog. And then you see a dwarven woman who is sitting. It's a pony, but it's a very like nice pony. Also looks like it's very well taken care of. Let's see here. And he's like, all right. And he looks to. Let's see. I'm also expecting a Graham of Potterfields, an Otto, and a Jacques Lucien again. Okay, you guys have your horses? Yes. Okay. So Otto comes in with Sir Reginald. Graham and Lucien come in with their pack horses. All right, so. Right. So we'll start with our champion. Points to the dwarven woman. Gromwilla Opal River, riding Trotter Pony. 3 years running champion. We've got Herbert Boffin, halfling, riding Mutz, the Mastiff. He just kind of waves. Ha-ha! Estebalnin, our wood elf racer, riding the elk, who is named Elk. And we have Bazin Kalek, who is riding his champion horse, Swift Wind. Well, let's see if it turns out. We have Otto, Sir Otto, who is riding his horse is named Sir Reginald. Okay. Two knights, it seems. And then we have Graham of Pottersfield, who is riding. What is your horse's name, Graham? It doesn't. Terry. Okay. Very good. Very good. And Jacques Lucien. What is your horse's name? Rias. Okay. Well, you know the rules, everyone. The track is in 4 separate sections. You will race through each of the section. There are 3 laps. First person to make 3 laps will be the winner. A lovely prize of also 200 gold. Second place will get 100 gold, and third place will get 50 gold. Any bets you've placed upon yourselves? Please wait at the starting line. I will fire a. He has like a little starting pistol. And when we fire, just start racing. And mechanically speaking, the track is broken into 4 sections I'm calling A, B, C, and D. So, the official heads to the starting line. Everyone takes their place. He raises the gun in the air and fires. And it's just no bullet, but black powder just explodes, and like the race begins, and the horses take off. So your horse is going to be able to move basically at its max distance of a dash, so 60 feet every 6 seconds, but the various handling checks are going to come into play that will determine your position. So the track A is, or part A takes off, and your horses are ready to get like a little startled. Everyone's animal is, so everyone's going to go ahead and make an animal handling check, please. Yeah, Sir Reginald is not even caring. Like, Sir Reggie just takes off, putting Otto easily in position 1 with animal handling checks first coming from Bosnan Kalik. He'll be adding a +3 to this. Esta Balnin will be adding a +3 as well. Herbert Boffin is adding a +2. Nope. And Gromwilla Opal River a +5. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be able to use your luck. Yeah. So, let's see here. Now, of course... All right. So what we have is, actually, I'm gonna do. Okay, so it's, well, you did make some natural 20 rolls. It's also based on what the total roll is going to be. So currently, it is Otto and Gromwilla who are neck and neck in first place. Unfortunately, the horse will need to actually understand what Lucien is saying. That being said, Lucien is in second place. Let's see, it was 3-3. Okay, so let's see here. Esta is in third place. Bozen is in fourth place. And Graham and Herbert Boffin are tied for fifth place. Currently, Otto and Gromwilla, Opal River. So as your horses just shoot down this like section of the track, you are able to like Otto and Gromwilla are able to like keep pace with each other. Otto's rather proud and strong warhorse versus the this like very quick pony, and you are able to just like kind of like keep hitting the reins. As you come up to the second section, section B, you'll notice that the track is actually kind of bumpy and is not like the nice flat area of the starting section. As you are traveling through here, please go ahead and make more animal handling checks. Okay. Jeez, Otto. Okay. All right. Yeah. You can also use luck. You can use luck on any. Okay, so. All right. And then we are going to also do, so we'll start with the +3 for Bosnan. Okay. +3 for Esta. And +2 for Herbert. Okay, wow. And +5 for Gromwilla. Okay, so, well, that's the thing about dice. So, we will. Anybody who rolled less than a 10, please go ahead and make um, an acrobatics or athletics check to like keep your horse like to basically keep yourself steady on the horse. Graham's able to stay on the horse, no problem. No, Lucian, you were fine. You had less. You were fine. Um, and then I have to make one for Gromwilla, also at a +5 because she's a nice dwarf. Okay, she's okay. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Yep, she's fine. Doesn't strictly matter, but okay. Uh, Otto's actually able to pull ahead of Gromwilla. Gromwilla herself is going to. She's. Her horse, her pony hits like a rough section and is just like kind of shaking a bit, but she's able to like maintain her position, falling to second place. Let me see here. Graham maintains position. Lucian maintains position at second place, so you're actually tied with Gromwilla now. uh, Bosnan. All right. So currently, Bosnan pulls ahead of Esta into third place. She falls to fourth place, tying with Herbert Boffin and Graham in fifth place. As you are approaching the second section C of the track, you notice that this area is actually like you turn the corner, and there's a small grove of trees that kind of block this section of the track from the actual audience. And so what's going to happen is we'll start. Bosnan Kalik is going to pull, and he is going to make an attack against Lucian. He's going to attempt to take his position in second place. So he's going to be adding a +3 to try and kick you, Lucian. Unfortunately, he isn't able to quite get you. He attempts to like just kick you off the horse, but unfortunately, he just tries to get next to you, and just tries it, and just like unfortunately, your horse maintains position ahead of him. He was for a brief moment, but if you would like, you can also attempt an attack or an action against him while you are currently not in view of the crowd. Okay, how do you suggest this? What's the DC on this? 13? Yeah, what's your spell save DC? I believe it is 13. It is. I'm sorry, it's 14. Okay, so he's gonna add a +2 to this for his wisdom. Nope. He gets off his. He pulls off of his horse and just leaves. So he is currently out of the race. So he falls back to the last position. Okay. Everybody. So we'll say sixth position. Everybody else maintains position, and that we get to part D of the track. So go ahead and make one more animal handling check. Okay. You actually have good animal handling too, which is crazy. Okay. So we're going to do a +3 for Esta. Okay. A +2 for Herbert. And a +5 for Gromwilla. Ooh. So what happened is... Okay. So this section of the track is actually a bit muddy, and it looks like the other racers, Otto and Lucian, were able to maintain position pretty well. Otto maintaining first, Lucian maintaining second place. Graham is actually able to trade position with Herbert. Esta is actually also falls back to 5th place with Herbert. And Gromwilla, she falls to 3rd place, putting Lucian in 2nd. But you're pretty close to her. So, with that, the first lap has Otto in the lead, followed by Lucian, Gromwilla, Graham, Herbert Boffin, and Esta Ballman. And then the announcer's just like, no sight or sound of Bosnan Kalak. No, he was the one on like the really nice racing horse. Okay. Okay. Section Lap 2, Section A, go ahead and make an animal handling check. Okay. +3 for Esta. +2 for Herbert. And +5 for Gromwilla. Okay. So, let's see here. She's been rolling kind of nonsense at this section here. So, Otto, let's see here. You maintain your first place position. Esta Ballman pulls forward to 4th place. Actually, no. She pulls even farther into 3rd place. Putting Gromwilla at 4th place. Herbert Boffin maintains his lagging pretty far behind in 5th place. So actually, Graham, you are now tied with Gromwilla for 4th place. Section B is the bumpy section. So please go ahead and make your animal handling rolls one more time. Okay. All right. So we'll just do for starting with Esta, Herbert, and Gromwilla with a +5. Okay. So anybody who made less than a 10, attempt to maintain control of your horse with athletics. Actually, no, I'm sorry, Lucian. You're going to have to make a dex save to avoid falling off with that low roll. But you are able to maintain, like, you fall back, but you are actually able to hold on to your horse. Yeah. But let's see here. Lucian's going to fall back. Okay. A lot, actually. 4th place. Graham actually pulls forward to 3rd place. Otto maintained. Actually, Otto would fall. He's pretty far ahead. Actually, Yeah, you're still in first place. Gromwilla is it would be let's see. Technically, what I'm doing is I'm also taking how good the rolls are and using that to adjust plus or minus one or two places. Graham actually, with that good roll, is able to pull forward to second place with Lucian having to slow down a lot. Um, Gromwilla pulls to matching third place with Estebalnan. So currently it is Otto in the lead, followed by Graham, followed by Esta and Gromwilla, and then Lucian in fourth place. Section C is the area where everybody can be out of sight of the audience. Yeah, you'd be able to do that. In this section, it's just a flat area of and going on to section D is the muddy area. So please, everyone, go ahead and make animal handling checks. Nice. Currently, you are last, and you're not neck and neck with anybody, so you're about like 10 feet away from them. You'd have to yell. You are close to Esta and Gromwilla. So if you wanted to try and yell at them, you could. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're suggesting to the two of them? Or so which one are you suggesting to? Okay. She's going to attempt to make an animal handling check to do that, but she does not succeed. Okay. She is on a pony versus an elk. But she actually doesn't able like Esta's able to pull away from the actual like attack. Basically, she like matches her like movement. All right. And then okay, so yeah, so animal handling checks. So Lucy, please give me an animal handling check on deck section D. Okay, and then we'll do Esta. Boffin has kind of realized he's not going to win and has retired from the race. So then we also have Gromwilla with a +5. Okay. So Lucian, you are currently yep. So Graham is actually able to give a good show and is able to pull into first place, displacing Otto, who has maintained his position for a long time but is just not able to maintain it. Lucian falls farther back into fourth place, and then Gromwilla maintains third place position. Esta falls back to fourth place, so Lucian, you are in fifth place. You then pass the finish line with the announcer just yelling out, Grandma Potterfield's in first place, followed by Otto and Sir Reginald, followed by Gromwilla, followed by Esta, and followed by Lucian. It looks like Herbert Boffin has called it quits, and no sight or sound. And what's this? Bosnan Kolick returning to the field. And you just see like Bosnan Kolick dismount from his horse and he starts talking to the ref. But on to lap 3, the third and final lap. Section A, please go ahead and make an animal handling check. These things happen. Okay. Lucian. Okay. Okay, Esta. And then Gramwilla. Okay. Okay, Otto pulls ahead of Graham, who is still in second place. Lucian falls back even farther. He's like 30 feet behind everybody now. 16. Okay. Esta matches third place with Gramwilla. Section B is the kind of rough and tumble section, so please go ahead and make animal handling checks one more time. Okay. All right. Lucy. Yeah. Lucian, go ahead for an animal handling check. Please make a dex save. Okay. You're at fall back even farther, but you do hold on. You almost have to take the horse to a near dead stop. But then we also have Esta, who passes barely, and Gramwilla, who is going to then attempt a dex save. And okay, so let's see here. So, position. Lucian, you fall back farther, but Esta pulls ahead. Gramwilla hits a rough section and gets thrown from her horse. Lucian, make an animal handling check to avoid running into Gramwilla. Unfortunately, your horse slams into the back of her horse, her pony, and you both come to a stop. She scrambles to get back on the horse. She makes one more animal handling check. With a 13, you can make another animal handling check to maintain control. And she manages to keep... So she is in 4th position. Otto, Graham, and Esta maintain position. So the announcer's like, oh, upset! Gramwilla gets thrown from her horse along with Lucian. And then the horse race continues. You're now in the section of the section C with the forest covering it. Lucian is... You are right next to Gramwilla. She is just barely ahead of you by a few feet. And then Otto, Graham, and Esta maintain position. In this one section, it's just a flat area, so there's no animal handling checks. It's the point where you can... Oh, you're doing it here, so you can... Perfect. Okay. So then, you're on to section D. Go ahead and make a animal handling check, everyone. Okay. Nice. All right. And then... Yeah. So, with that, the rest are... Esta falls back a bit, but maintains her position on Gramwilla, who actually is able to just kind of shoot forward and gets close to Esta, but number 1 position, coming in at first is Otto and Sir Reginald. Coming in at number 2 is Graham of Potterfield and Terry, and followed by Esta, Baldwin, and Elk. Ooh, a big upset for Gramwilla. I know we were all expecting her to take first again. You would have been 4-1 in this case because nobody had seen you race. Okay. It was 200 for win, 100 for second, and then 50 for third. So Esta gets her 50 gold. which he then hands over to Bookie. Okay. At which point, it's actually so Lucian. As you're dismounting from your horse, a couple of guards. It is actually four guards. Two of them are elves. Two of them are half elves. Come over. You. Do you use suggestion on somebody while you're in the race? Yeah. No suggestion with the race. It's a fine. Yeah. No magic. It's a horse race, not a magic race. Come on. You could give me. I'm going to tell you right now. You either kicked out of the rest of the contests, or you pay us a a 50 gold fine. You got it? We're the city guard, and they are dressed in the city guard's uniform. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, yeah. As far you can't really get a great read on them, but they're in the uniform. They're pretty confident. You did see Bozin talking to the referee after returning to the race. So the guards bring over the referee, and they uh-huh. According to Bosnin, he almost bumped into you in the race, and then you suggested he leave the race and go home using magic. Uh huh. Yeah. Well, you can make a persuasion check. Bosnin has attempted to make a persuasion check to convince them otherwise, of which is. Go ahead and make a persuasion. Alright. Okay. Ref calls forward Bosnin. He dismounts. Like, Bosnin, you got pulled over. Like, we're pretty sure you cheated as well. So it's 50 gold fine for you. He's just like, he turns to you, Lucian, but it's also 50 gold fine for you. It's make a deception check. Okay. First, all right. So you only did it one time. So it's a $50. It's a 50 gold piece fine instead of 100. You were because you did actually attempt to suggest you actually did suggest on Gromwilla, so you're able to convince him that you only cast suggestion one time. Yeah. No, he lost. No, it was Graham. It was Otto, Graham, and then Esta. Why do you care? Yeah, a formal complaint. I'm Pavarus with the. Here, I'll just copy and paste it. Oh, the one who like attempted to hit you. Bazan Kalik is the actual like the horse racer. Here you go. Bazin just like hands over like a good portion of his money and just kind of like takes off sullen. He thought he could get away. He thought he could lie his way out of it, but yeah. All right. You can stay in the contest. You can stay in the various contests you're enrolled in. But look, I think it's pretty obvious. A horse race, you're not casting fireball at your opponent here. Man, Lucian really is going full Karen. All right. So, that horse race took a little bit of time. Well, the horse race itself actually didn't take very long. It only took like 10 minutes. But the various like contests for the day are done. The ref calls it for the contests and then just mentions starting tomorrow we'll be seeing eating contest, drinking contest. And get everyone prepped and primed for the hand-to-hand duel. Day 3, we have the wizard duel, followed by the bard contest. And be sure to keep track of the gauntlet. Alright, everyone, we'll see you all for tomorrow. And it's still like. It's just after like lunchtime, so it'd probably be like 4 or 5 p.m. It's getting darker, but what would everybody like to do? They give you like a little plaque. Yeah, like yours has like gold on it, his has silver, and then Esta has like bronze. The ref is just like, no, that. I'll tell you what. Yeah, sure. If you want a receipt, and he just goes and gets a trunk, and he's just kind of rifling through it, and he just finds like this little like metal like it's like a little metal plate, and he hands it over to you. There you go. Yeah, it's yours. It says on it, "I cheated at horse racing." Wear that with pride, friend. Yep. And then it went all to hecky heck. Yeah. But yeah, the various crowds like filtering through. Uh, Otto, you actually feel like a hand on your shoulder. Uh, it's a large muscular hand. It is the hand of Sir Gale of the Knights of the Art, the Order of the Art. X. excellent work on the quite well. Yes, yes, I remember you, Chungus. You're very thank you, Chungus. Sir Otto, congratulations on your first place win. You've done the Order of the Yard proud. You're keeping your feline friend from causing any further mischief, correct? Well, hmm. Yeah, I guess you probably wouldn't, with the exception of like you just kind of like from the peripheral vision see Lucian and the like ref just kind of like going at it. Good, good. Well, congratulations on the win once again. I also see that you're going to be in the hand-to-hand duel as well as in the gauntlet. I hope you do well in those as well. Any attempt you, any win you get reflects quite well on the Order of the Yard. Of course, as long as you maintain proper competitive standards. Well, I just wish to give you my congratulations as I was in the stand. He just turns and heads away with a few other of the paladins. Uh, well, maybe. All right, so, but the bookies begin to pay out for the horse racing. See a lot of money going to and from, mostly to. At which point, the various bars that are just like the booths set up that are like selling food and alcohol are just lines up to like the like just long lines like just like Stein's mugs here, 2 silver. But what would everybody like to do? Yes. Yeah. The thing is, it has concentration. And so he figured he wasn't like realistically wasn't going to leave the track just by somebody like saying, "Hey, you should get off the track." So he kind of like put two and two together. But yeah, suggestion itself doesn't actually like they wouldn't know, but they can figure it out if it's like yeah, if you said something like that, like get out of here, I'm going to report you. That probably would have worked. That would have more likely have worked. He might have because he had to pay the 50. He wouldn't know a spell was cast on him before or after, but the bizarre logic behind it caused such like a memory dissociation. He's like, wait, I would never leave the race willingly. Like I would not like just decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit the race, even though I'm like third place. So he realized something was up and went to talk to the ref. Yeah, if he had not done that, or if you didn't cast it the second time, the concentration would have maintained for another 8 hours. At which point he really couldn't have done much at all. Yeah, but yeah, but I don't. Eh, it's the dice give it, the dice take it away. You're gonna get that 50 back like hella easy. Let's be honest. That's true. You were pretty, but I think you still got enough. Yeah. Um. But yeah. So what? So Chungus is getting two silver ale. Very expensive. Very like just imagine you're at a concert. All right. All right. So, would everybody like to continue? Well, we've only been playing an hour and a half. We could continue on. But and would anybody like to continue for the doing anything before the end of the day? You've not looked into the wizards. Yeah, you just finished day one contest. It is on day three. Tomorrow is the eating contest, the drinking contest, and the hand-to-hand duel. That's my plan. Yeah. Plus, it gives me a few more. It gives me a little bit more time to double check some of my things. But um, I don't know. Does like Mickey Rat Sauce want to check his stand? Does okay. Let's the yeah, Mickey goes to his stand, and the you see this kind of like rough looking character. He's missing a few teeth. He's got like a half beard. He's just like, hey boss, I got gold for you. I made you. I'll tell you what, a shiny 2 gold, and he hands over the gold. Yeah, two. I think the I think the balloons were 10 gold. I just rolled kind of crap for the first day. It's like, first day is always rough, you know. But you go out there and you just Hank. It's no Hanklin. It's Hanklin. Yeah, I don't know anybody named Hank. That's weird. Thank you, boss. Good work. And anyway, did you see Callista at the archery contest? I've been here all day blowing up balloons. Nah, she. Oh, well, these things happen, boss. You gotta like get back on the horse, like on the horse race. Uh, Yeah, Callista is she's a good gal. Yeah, she's got the smarts. She got the good hand crossbow, shoots in straights. Yeah. Don't looking to lose a pinky, eh? He holds up he holds up a hand with 4 fingers. I mean, me neither. No, no, that was I lost that one to a dog. But uh, the point remains: you don't want to lose a pinky to her. Not even to a dog. Anyway, at this point, you actually see Callista Sorrow coming up to your booth, like, do 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 do. Good work, Mister Rat Sauce, at your various endeavors. You know, Hanklin, you have my. He's like, yeah, and he just hands over like a big old bag of money. Oh, just something. She pulls out 5 gold and gives it to you. This is don't ask questions money. Math? No, no, no. That's a ridiculous concept. And as I said, I would never take a single coin of profit from your carnival game scheme. But don't worry about it. 5 gold for keeping your mouth shut money, right? There you go. So with that, Fiffle heads home. Anyway, let's see here. Would anybody else like to do anything before the end of the night? Okay. So you have your various scrolls. So if you wished to add the scrolls to your spellbook, it is going to be 10 an Arcana check. It's going to be 10 plus the spell level to actually successfully add it. Succeed or fail, the scroll will be used up. Yeah, you got to be careful with those. But if you were to get somebody who could assist you with it, you could actually roll at advantage. Somebody who is proficient in Arcana could do it. Now you're talking about stuff. It would have to be Lucian in this case because he's the one. Yeah. Because it's going to take a few hours to do this, the guidance isn't going to work, unfortunately. You could. We did it before, but honestly, I was thinking about it, and unfortunately, like you could keep casting it, but then he has to actually do the act itself to utilize it. Maybe. Uh, yeah. Let me double check. Bless. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Bless is concentration only up to a minute, so it has the same time length as Guidance. No, this is gonna take like an hour for him to do even one spell. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Regain when you finish long. Yep. Okay. Did anybody else want to do anything for the day or before the night? Okay. All right. With that, the night. You know, you rest. You wake up. It is the day of the eating and drinking contest and the hand to hand. Lucian and Graham. So, but yeah, you all get the benefit of a long rest, regaining spell slots, hit die, anything like that. Luck points. Jackson and Jimmy and Carter Webb are downstairs. Jackson has cooked breakfast: bacon, eggs, hash browns, sausages. He just puts down these big old plates in front of you. It's like, I don't know if it's good or bad to feed you a lot this morning, but you might want to have a little bit. Drinking contest first, then eating contest. Yep, kid. Plenty of going. These contests ain't so great. The drinking eating contest you can get at 50 gold a pop for winning first place, nothing for second or third. The duel though is going to be where the money lies. People love blood, and they'll be willing to spend coin for it. Fortunately, you're probably not likely to die. Looking over to Chungus and Graham and Otto. Hey, good, too, good. But yeah, it's just going to be so. My understanding is, well, with the drinking contest, you drink until you vomit or pass out. With the eating contest, you eat until you vomit or pass out or can't eat anymore. And then, yeah, I hear they got some good. They got plenty of dwarves for the drinking contest and plenty of orcs for the eating contest. But people sign up just because it's also a free meal and a free drink. But the rest will make you eat until you pass out or vomit. So, maybe not the best for getting the free meals. And we'll see. It's a lot of potatoes, is my understanding. A lot of bread. Probably not truffles, but plenty of mashed potatoes. Plenty of. I don't know if the food was technically, I don't know if it was actually made very well. Considering they had to make a lot of it, and it's mostly going to wind up back on the floor. But you're looking at potatoes, bread, sausages. Uh, yeah. And then I think they ended up with, yeah, they get some like pastries, like meat pies. Best meat pies in Vaxval. No. No, they ain't made of people. He looks over to Lucian, but the pussycats ain't that quick. Alright. Good luck to you all today. I will be committed to smoking my pipe and drinking my drink. But I'll make sure to put a bet on you today. Jimmy lost his extra silver from yesterday. Could have put it all on Grumwilla. Well, plus we got you those shovels you wanted. Jimmy just like, well, probably shouldn't have bet against the team. Looks kind of sullen. He's just like, oh, I can't believe I made that. Just kind of muttering to himself while like eating his like toast. He's just like, meow, 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 meow. All right. Would anybody like to do anything before the drinking contest? Okay. All right. So Jackson takes Jackson, Jimmy, and actually even Carter with a thick coat on head into the town square to the market district. In the morning, a stage was kind of built, and there on the stage is a table, a very long table, which like little benches and stools, and it is just like looks to be about 24 people. Could fit. And you see another announcer coming up. He's a short dwarf fella with a thick red beard, bit of gray in it. He's just like, welcome everyone to that drinking contest. All right, you know the rules. You drink till you throw up or you pass out. And that's all it is. You're gonna find out if you got yourself an iron tummy. So let's get going. We got our and at the table, besides for like just Lucian and Graham, you actually see numerous dwarves, humans, few elves, and a couple of orcs sitting down, just like, all right, everyone, Stein, we filled your steins. On a count of three, you start drinking. 1, 2, 3. Everybody starts downing their beer as quick as they can. So everybody committed. Go ahead, just make con saves. This is gonna be a really low one, just because it's like as you get drink more and more, they're gonna the actual like saves you have to make are gonna get higher. Lucian is just like fine. He's like a cat to milk. And you know what? I'll do it for Graham. Well, maybe you'll get the money back today. But Lucian, first couple, so you managed to get it, and I'm just going to give a quick hit and roll to see how everybody else is doing. Yeah, I'll give it like, yeah, okay. So yeah, you were able to get through that first bit, no trouble. Everyone else is actually able to get through it without too much trouble. Even some of the what you would put to be the lighter weights. As you finish your beer, another one is put in front of you, and your empty stein is taken. Go ahead and make another con save. Graham is fine. He does have the iron belly. Lucian, you drink the beer and just like, but you swallow it back down, and you just like finish by nursing it, and you put the stein down. And you're just a little bubbly. Like I said, the saves will get harder and harder. Graham just like bump. You're not sure if he actually like drank it entirely. But that second beer does a lot for a few people who just like drink it and then they're like, ha! Oh, the crowd loves that one. They're just like, yeah! A few people in the crowd actually vomit themselves. And then another group in the audience, like, seeing, like, the people in, like, competing vomit, and then people in the audience vomit, a second set of people who are competing also throw up, and then a third set. You have reduced the, on this second beer, you have reduced it, like, the playing field by half. Go ahead and make another con save. Oh yeah, you can use your luck if you so desire. Yeah, Graham just like now Graham has the bubbles in his stomach. He's like, Lucian, you were like, oh, ha 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 ha, and you're fine. Ooh, not that one. And then the another section of this drinking contest is blah, and they are like out. They're passing out at this third drink. Looks like a lot of lightweights this year. Is like the announcer's just like, "Oh, this is going quicker than we could think. Oh man, this is not going well. But we got our people hanging out. We got 8 people left, and they point like we got some of our. We got a racing champion from yesterday. Looks like he can handle his liquor as well as his horse." He points to Graham. Well, you got like a second place. And that point, he just says, all right, let's see. And then one more con save. This one's going to be higher. Graham and Lucian are actually able to hold their liquor, no problem. A few more people, just 2 more people throw up. But the rest are able to hold on, so it's down to like 6 people. At which point another person just blah, and he throws up. It's like down to 5. Got ourselves 2 racers and a few less than lightweights. On to round. This is actually, I believe, this is the 5th beer. No, this is just really strong beer. They chose the very good class, or like very like good like His liver exploded. All right, another con save for Graham. Graham is actually able to hold on. Lucian? Lucian's able to hold on, no problem. Comes down. A few more people throw up. It is down to an orc, like an actual full-blooded orc. Lucian and Graham are the last three people. The orc's just like, Eagles got good guts, but you got what you got to get what you got, right? Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Jack. That's kind of where I was going. Yeah. The announcer's just like, "Yep, our remaining contestants, the the peak of wisdom. You could hear it in their their drunken thoughts. You could light a match with their alcohol breath." All right, let's keep going. One more con save. Graham's able to hold on. Good luck if you so desire. Unfortunately, Lucian, you just down your 6 bit of beer and then just. Do you pass out or do you vomit? Lucian just kind of like goes. Bleh, 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 blah. The orc and Graham are holding on, and then the orc just goes. Excuse me. And he just kind of. He just falls on his back. He just gets up, like sits up a bit. Let's get. I'm gonna. He takes a bucket. Oh no, this wasn't Mike. This is just somebody else. But then, yeah, the guy's just like, and it looks like we have our drinking champion, Grandma Potter Fields. Good with a horse, good with a drink. Good job, everyone. You held on quite well there, Cat. You held quite well on there, Mr. Orc. Um, and of course, Fitful actually bet on Graham 3-1 to win. Fitful, you're gonna make 75 gold from that tax free. Well, yeah, you make your way down to the Warrens and to the hole in the wall, and Callista Sorrow is there. She's just like, good job, good job. You knew who to bet on. Good eye. Good eye. I might need you. Might have to hire you to do some of my own bookie work. Well, we'll talk about it after the contests. But she hands over your 75 gold. At which point the announcer just says, "All right, we'll be cleaning up and getting ready for the eating contest in 2 hours' time, everyone. So get ready." And hopefully, he looks at the rest of you. You can all sober up if you're participating. Graham's just kind of like, weak thumbs up. And make sure if you're taking your any of your friends who compete at home, make sure that they sleep on their stomachs. Wouldn't want you know what happened to that Bard group last year, dead at 27. So, currently, Graham and Lucian are very drunk. Very, very drunk. Oh, Ed, you are muted. We will take a look in a second. We'll just do the eating contest. Did anybody want to do anything in the 2 hours time before the eating contest starts? What would you do with the drunken necromancer? What would you... Also, I'm going to add the 250 gold, or the 50 gold, because now Graham has 258 gold. What would you do with a drunken necromancer? What would you do with a drunken wizard? What would you do with a drunken wizard early in the morning? Yeah, horse racing turned out good for Otto. Helps if you telepathically linked to your horse, Sir Reginald. You could have attempted, but or at least used it for other to replace certain roles, but you didn't need to. What would you do? So, after 2 hours' time, Graham and Lucian are still pretty drunk, but at least not as bad, as we bring out the eating contest. It's another about 24 people on the same stage. The stage has now like been mopped and is free of like booze-filled vomit. They just kind of like you got people with like herbs and incensers just kind of like going over the area. The various clerics are just like purifying it, like saying a prayer. All right, everyone. The announcer's back is like, you saw the drinking contest and you saw it get messy. So now we're going on to something with a little bit more chunks. We are having the drinking contest starring, and funny enough, our previous champion points to Graham. Graham's just like, yes. Lucian and a big boy, Chungus the Simple. Well, you'll be having plenty to eat there, my friend. Let's begin. So, that's very similar. This is going to be also con saves in order to attempt to keep the food in your stomach, but it also is going to have well, if you can think of something that might be able to assist you in the endeavor, please continue. But the announcer says you're gonna keep eating until you throw up or you can't eat no more. At which point you're out. It's just you and your stomach against the world. No tricks, no traps, nothing. It's just the biggest gluttons this city has to offer. So let's see what we have. And they just put these big plates out in front of you. And Chungus, yeah, it's basically just bread, sausage, potatoes, and a meat pie. And there's like, eat up. When you finish your plate, we got a new one just for you. And ready, set, go. Graham starts off with his con save. Eats a bit and then goes just kind of like nursing it, just very slowly eating. Lucian, unfortunately, like you've had too much to drink and you just like take a bite and then your body's just like, nope, nope, sorry. Blah. Oh, luck, then please go ahead and roll luck. Oh yeah, Lucian, you're just like, you're forcing yourself to eat. Chungus, please go ahead and make a con save. And I'm going to make a couple rolls myself. Fine. Good. And one more. Yep, we're all good. Is Mike there? Mike is not there. I will just roll for Chungus to make his con save. Oh, that should not be an advantage, but either way, it's a 24. Chungus is just like chomping away, no trouble. Actually, everybody else is able to eat pretty well without any real trouble. Go ahead, make one more save as you continue to eat. Graham is green around the gills, but he is still holding on. Lucian, also green around the gills, but still holding. Chungus is fine. Graham, Lucy, you gotta be eating. He has a chicken wing. You're not sure where it came from. Somebody throws up. A few more people throw up. Yeah, so you've lost about half the table as people are attempting to like eat really quickly and are like just losing it. But so it's down to about 12 people now. One more con save. Graham is fine. Ooh, Chungus, poor show. Lucian, poor show. Graham is somehow able, like, you don't know if his body's just like, what's going to happen to it, but you both throw up. You could use another. Yeah, Chungus must have been just like, something happened and Chungus lost it. He's like, Graham, Lucy, you gotta be. Hank, I don't mess myself. You're not sure where Graham is putting it all, but it's him and like this. It's the weirdest thing. It's this elfin guy, and this elfin guy is just like rail thin. He's just like. He's just holding on. He's holding on. You don't know what's going on. How is Graham doing this? How is this elven guy doing this? Graham is fucking just putting it away, the food in his stomach, and the elven guy is just. The elven man just says. Ugh. Ooh, second place is good for me. I'm not. And he just like. Puts down his bib on the table and just slowly undoes his belt, and just walks away. And the announcer's like, the drinking champion's the eating champion. Grandma Potter's field. He can race, he can drink, he can eat. What can this man not do? He is an eating, drinking, riding machine. Yeah, Graham does great when he's not fucking here. That ends the eating contest. The man gives Graham his 50 gold. So Graham actually made 100 gold off of this. Not bad, not bad. Oh, unfortunately, Chungus did not win. So Chungus is going to have to give his 200 gold to the bookie. I think he actually gave it to him already because he only has 167, and I swear he had more. Yeah, the bartender or the man running the competition is like, all right, everyone, get yourselves cleaned up, get yourselves sobered up. 2 hours time, we're going to have the hand-to-hand duel, and ooh, that's going to be rough, that's going to be tumbly, that's going to be bloody. So everyone, have fun, make sure to place your bets, collect your winnings if you won, and we'll see you at the arena. And with that, we will call it for the session, and we will pick this up next week.